Now, there are lots of test prep companies out there. What does TestMax Prep bring to the marketplace that it previously lacked? Branden, you want to start with that one? Or Jelena, you can
Sure.
start. Whoever wants, you can pick.
Go for it, Branden. You had something to say there.
Yeah, so I think LSAT Max, well, let me take a step back. So LSAT Max has been a distance learning company since the beginning. And now that we have a pandemic going on, I think people are beginning to understand just how difficult it is to study specifically for the LSAT by yourself. And so LSAT Max has experience from way back in constructing, well, here's what I think makes us different, in that we construct an online community of people studying for the LSAT. And we come at it in a couple of different ways. And so I'd like to just share a few of those different ways that we come at it. One is that, so when you sign up for LSAT Max, you get lifetime access. And this, I think, separates us from a lot of the distance learning companies because they'll get you on a monthly plan. And what that monthly plan ignores is that studying for the LSAT is not something that you can do in a couple of days or even a couple of weeks. Instead, you're probably going to spend, if you're starting at the beginning, you're probably going to spend 180 hours, if not more, studying for the LSAT. And so the way that LSAT Max works is that we get you into the LSAT Max family, we get you into the LSAT Max ecosphere, and then we give our students a study calendar that tends to start about 4 months out from the start of the exam. And our students are working their way through the course with people studying for that exam at the same time. And so you work your way through the lessons. All of the lessons have homework and flashcards and other practice and drills associated with them. And with all of the questions, there are message boards where students can interact with each other. They can ask questions about the questions and instructors will answer them. And so you've got interaction in that way as you're studying at home for the exam. We also have regular online office hours where students come in and they're able to learn with an instructor who's walking them through a particular question type or concept.
When you say come in, do you mean come in virtually?
Oh, yes, come in virtually. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody comes into the office.
Right. Okay.
Unfortunately. But yeah, so, and the kind of last thing that I would say is that we have personalized support for all of our students. And since it's lifetime access, it's personalized support for as long as you are with LSAT Max. So, if you get through the course, you are looking to take the LSAT again, then you can come back to us and talk to us and ask us, how do I go about this moving forward in a different way? And we're going to do our best to make sure that you get the kind of help that you need, whether that's connecting you with an instructor, whether that's, walking you through another part of the course. It all depends. But just that kind of understanding that studying for the LSAT is long and is difficult, and that we need to provide you with an atmosphere that is comfortable and supportive, however long that takes, I think is what really separates us from the competition.
Okay, great. Jelena, do you have anything to add to it?
Yeah, I mean, Branden has already talked about a lot of the things that I think are important about TestMax. I will add a couple of things. One of them is that we are, to my knowledge, the only major test prep company that actually provides a free premium course to anyone who qualifies for a waiver from LSAC of the testing fee for the LSAT. So that's something that people have already qualified based on their income, based on their financial need with LSAC. They just send it to us and they can get free access to our premium online course. So that's that self-paced course that Branden is talking about. So, that's really a value that is important to TestMax. TestMax is a values-driven company, and unlike a lot of companies in the test prep space, it is also owned by the owner and founder, who's a Harvard-educated lawyer. There's no shady Silicon Valley VC money. There's no hedge fund that owns the company. We make our money off of the money that people pay us for test preparation and tutoring. That's the services that we provide, and the fact that students continue to be happy with those services and continue to refer their friends and new people continue to sign up is how the company continues to operate. So you know, as someone who worked in the startup world for a decade and has seen a lot of the negative consequences of being a startup that's funded by venture capital, that's really important to me, because when you are bootstrapping and you're actually operating your company off of the revenue it brings in, you're able to be more values driven. There's nobody else that says, but if you didn't do that, you could have a higher profit. If you, the owner, say, well, but it's within my values to give these free courses to people who have test waivers, and I don't care if that makes my profit lower, then you get to do that. So, you know, we get to do that. And we get to do the Justice in Action program, which is a support program that we just announced for future lawyers who want to bring a little bit more social justice to the world through the practice of law. So you can find out more about that on the TestMax blog, but we're going to be supporting a whole bunch of amazing future lawyers through their entire journey with free LSAT prep, free tutoring, free 1L year support, free bar exam prep, job search assistance, basically the whole way. And no other company is really doing anything like that either. So I think you're working with a better company. You're working with values-driven people who want to make a difference in the world.